Hey, y'all. Hey, listen. How's your day? How's your day going? Okay. I'm going to talk to you about your day and how you're spending your day, and it needs to come from a warrior way, okay? Or otherwise, get the fuck out of here. Honestly, I love you. Listen, I did this last year, and we did this last year, and I made this. It's great, but it's too big. And I'm going to just tell you what's in here so that you're not walking around with this thing. But I like having a thing to write in. I think it's really powerful to write things down. It helps you a lot. But you don't need to be buying this heavy thing. Listen, I'm going to rip this page out here, right here. You can print it. I'm going to put the page down. It's pretty simple. It's just re-looking at your day. And like this, for example. Ready? You got 24 hours in a day. Most day planners and the way people are like, plan your day, are like 9 to 5. I do not live in a 9 to 5 world, and neither do you. We're getting out of that matrix and the parasitic bullshit. Anyways, sorry, I'm cursing. Be careful. Listen, I just went swimming because I'm planning my day the way I want to do. I live the life I want to live, and I'm showing you how to do the same thing. 24 hours you have, 24 hours in a day. I don't know about you, but I'm just like the working men. I get up at the crack of dawn. Actually, before dawn is better for me. If I'm up at 5, I'm late. So usually like 4 even. So this starts at midnight. So those of you who work nights, and so that you cover your whole entire day. The point is 24 hours, right? And the flex, the mind shift is, okay, so you have all these tasks on one side, and then on this side, and I'll give you another way to do this that's not linear in a box. I mean, you don't want to be in a box, right? I don't want to be in a box either. So you got all your tasks, right, that you do, whatever you're doing. You have got to go do this, and you got to do this, and you got to go do, like you have to go do that, or like that is your task that you need to do to live, or whatever, or you have family or kids or whatever. You got all your tasks, your work shit, and all this stuff. Deal with it. We're fine. This side over here is to get your brain trained. This is training. That every single hour of every single minute you are fully present with God. Okay? That you're present with your presence. You are present. You're stable. You are a man. We need you. And this is, I practice it, so I'm not a man, but I'm in full presence. Like you, all day long, not 1 hour, not 3. This is like a challenge to add up to 3 hours, to try to get 3 hours a day. I throw that out the window and just go for all day long. That's what you're going for. Go for all day long. So on this side, right, when you have whatever, for example, you've got to do the laundry and do the dishes. Like you're like, and you complain about it. At least the women do. Just like complaining. You do the dishes right here. You get up, you take a shower, you take a shit, you whatever, and then your house is a mess. You probably forget it. Don't take your coffee, get in the car, run, drive to your work, do your work, and then came down here and you're like, oh hell, I got to do those dishes, right? For example, and right here in this line is your opportunity in your brain. Don't get stuck in having to write this down all the time. In your brain. While you're having to do anything, especially the things that are mundane, that you put God in there. That during the dishes, okay? During the dishes, you are playing high binary hertz sounds. You are listening to a podcast that elevates you and makes you happy. From me, maybe. Or even go better. I don't know. Whatever you're doing that elevates your spiritual life, like that gets you on point and focused and in an energy frequency where you're happy. You don't have to be like happy walking around like me all day, giggling and whatever and playing with toys. But just that your energy is up, that you're stable energy, not got all this energy. I don't know what to do with it. More your presence. And when you're present and you're solid and you're like really in it and you're like, we are in love. We are in love. You and me, we're in love. Not in a weird way. I know I just got out of this tub. A tub. That's for my podcast. Swimming. I went swimming. How can you layer up every single moment with the presence of God? Okay? So that is when you're calm, when you're breathing all the way into your belly, when you are present, when you're stable, when you're like Jesus is your man, like, or you're connected, you're clicked in, you're like you pick your word. I say present with God. Okay. Do that in every single minute and watch what happens. And you have to trick this is the reason to trick your brain. This is like a little template to start tricking your brain, that every single thing, even when it is mundane, especially when it's mundane, you elevate it. So when you're taking a shower, okay, when you're taking a shower, practice what you're saying in your mouth. Shut the complaints. Even in your mind. I can't believe that bitch did that same thing. I can't believe her. Like that, it's got to go. You throw it in the trash. I can give you a whole bunch of ways to do that. But I'm talking about like just catching yourself with how you spend your time, and every single thing you do all day long is something connected to your spirit, your connection. So I'm going to show you another trick. This is a calendar that super duper billionaire people use. These are the kind of things that they don't tell you, right? Nobody tells you until it's too late. You're like, what? Why didn't nobody tell me that? So our calendars, our square calendars, and the 12 months, and having 28 days, and all this stuff in 28 days and 30 days and all this stuff was hijacked long time ago. It's actually a circle. It's actually we have 13 months. We should be running on a women's cycle. Every month is 28 days, and then we all like make sense, and we're not crazy, but it's fine. It's fine. It's all set in motion to try to keep you unstable. But look at this. I'm going to put this in the thing so you can download it and look at it. Look at this 24 hours. Look at this. Okay? Look at it. And then I will put it down so you can put it on your phone too, and I put it as my screensaver so I see it. Okay, so this is how this works. This is energy wise. So midnight, right? So midnight to 2, or actually this is 12. It goes 12 noon to midnight. So let's start at 12 noon. 12 noon, 12 to 2. 12 noon to 2 is run by Cancer. Forget all the astrology. If you get all butthurt about astrology, this is energy. Think about these sections of time. So the sections of time are useful for whatever you're doing, to elevate what you're doing. And if you're doing things that you can do it whenever, find where it fits the most within this circle for you. For example, and I'll go into much more detail on this if you want. For example, though, like between 10 and midnight is Sagittarius, and that's a great time to do truth, funny, be faithful, freedom. So that's me. That's me. And I'm like, oh, so for me, going live on my TikTok between 10 and midnight would be perfect. You see what I'm saying? So like if you are working on something where you're cleaning it and organizing it, and you need to get something organized, looky here. Between 4 and 6 is the energy of that cleaning. So if you do something between 4 and 6, or if you start scheduling your day that, I only do that organization thing at like between 4 and 5. You don't have to tell anybody this, but it's because it fits our old calendar. And this is how you do your energy work of like when you're actually planning things and doing things. For example, look at this. Midnight to 2 in the morning is run by Capricorn. That is serious, structure, focus, your legacy. So if you're waking up around midnight, 2 in the morning, 1 in the morning, you can't sleep, listen, pay attention to this. Like between midnight and 2 in the morning, if you're like one of those, look at this. This is then you should get your ass up and get your journal out and start focusing on your legacy. Don't take a pill or go to sleep or something, whatever. You can take a nap later. Over here, figure it out. And then look, 2 a.m. to 4 a.m., which is usually when you're waking up and having dreams, or you'll like watch when you're doing all the spiritual stuff with me and you're going into deeper work with your sexual lives too, connecting your sexual life with your spiritual life. You're going to have some wild dreams. Watch. And you're going to wake up. You're probably going to wake up and like have ideas or have like aha moments. It's probably going to be around 3 a.m. And look, that's the cosmic mad genius time. I mean, this is not by accident, y'all. And I'm telling you all the secrets as I learned them, because I'm like, y'all, we should, if you know this, apply this and put God in it. Well, I mean, this is God. So this is the ultimate, like celestial, like it's our actual clock that we should be running on. And how come my billionaire friends are the ones that give me this? Why? They know something we don't, let me tell you, but we're learning it. So I'm telling you, re-look at your calendar day, but this is a square. Let's go circle. We love vaginas. Y'all are straight. You know, there's some vaginas are, you know, oval. We go all over the place. We talk about all the things and come back to the point. Just like you. Just go all over, come back to the point. So re-look at how you're looking at your day and apply the energy circle to it. So I'm going to put these images in here so you can look at it, download it yourself, and look at it in your phone and be like, Also, help your ladies, y'all. If you got them in your life, like give your lady this and help them of like, hey, baby, you know, I see you want some sensual healing. Look, between 8 and 10 is the perfect time for that. That's right. Oh, look. Connection, grace, harmony, balance between 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. Perfect time for the family. That's a great time to have dinner with your family. That's a great time to get on the plane with the kids. This will remind you to not get anything else in the way of connection, grace, harmony, and balance. So like between 6 and 8, that's perfect time to connect with your family, have connection, grace, harmony, balance. That's dinner time, that's playing with the kids. So that when you see this, you don't go over here and be like, oh no, I want to go organize something. I want to go do this other thing that I want to do. Well, because why do that? Why just keep it in the energy of this? Because it'll elevate everything else faster. So your energy, like your frequency, is affecting all around you. When you connect to your frequency, like I'm going to lecture you all day long about having Jesus on your tongue with the real name, Yahshua. So like, Yahshua, like I'll tell you all day about that if you want to hear about it. But the whole point is raising your frequency and raising your energy so that you're stable man. Like stable man might still be pissed off and might still be, you know, in great need of a hug or a blowjob. Let me tell you, I understand. I know. I tell the women, you're welcome. But still, even in the midst of the issues and the stresses and all the freaking parasitic matrix that they're trying to keep us in, you can still be stable, strong man in the midst of having, you know, catharsis in your heart. Okay? So, and it boils down to how you're spending your day, which means how are you spending your time, which means how much time are you spending on your connection. Is that every single minute of every single day? It better be. Or at least try. Like, go for it. Like, go for, you know, this whole thing originally was 3 hours for the win. If you can find 3 hours on here, add up 3 hours. That's 30 minutes where you went on a walk or you played with the kids. That's body, mind, spirit connection applies to anything that is not stress and anxiety and in this whole Patrix matrix, a parasite matrix. So whatever is not in the parasite matrix, that's stress, anger, whatever is like, blah, you're in joy, happiness, connection, love, body, mind, spirit, maintenance. Like you're taking care of yourself, not the self-love and the self like, self-care, self-love. I mean, if you like that word, I'm more, I think like a dude more. I think that's why y'all love me so much, because I get you and I think like you. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't want to post it. This says self-care. I want to know what to do. What do you do? What do you actually do? You spend every single minute, way more than 3 hours, connected, stable, centered, breathing. You're already doing it. You're ahead of the game. All of you are way ahead of the game, even though you not think you are, because you've been on rock bottom, or you feel lonely, or you're depressed because you have no or whatever. You had the crazy girlfriend that's a fucking blah, 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 or the ex that ran off and whatever. Like, I get you when you think that you're lower than, or you think that you're a lost cause, or you think that, I'm telling you right now, you are so far ahead of the game. This is why I'm talking to you. You are so far ahead of the game. If you've hit rock bottom already, you've been lonely, you have nobody to turn to. Most of the men I talk to have 0 people, not 15, not 5, mostly. Stay away from women who have lots and lots of girlfriends. I'm gonna tell you right now. Just stay away from that. Just run for the hills. So they have a lot to tell, and then when they tell, you're not having a relationship with that girl. You're having a relationship with 15 girls. So be careful. So that world is so far into not present that it's chaotic. You, who've already been lost, betrayed, lost everything, been on the floor, been worried, been like, I have an open heart and I'm awesome, but nobody loves me like that. That you're so far ahead of the game because you've been on the floor in silence and had nobody to talk to. And that actually is your secret superpower, because you've already gotten to the place where you're like, fuck it. That's great. That's really, really great. So when you're now, every single minute, forget 3 hours. You're not going for 3 hours. You're going for every single minute. You are fully connected. It's going to put you in a different place. I'm telling you right now. And what it does is it raises your vibration. And when you start raising your vibration, you also lose the friends too. Like I'm telling you, you might get fired from your job. You might lose whatever. Things will shift out of you, but it's on purpose and it's a good thing. It's a really, really good thing for you to clean house, because when you're in presence and you're in your solid presence, like you're a man, like a solid man, you're going to attract the women. You will. And so get over this whole blah, 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 blah. Like, don't do what the women are doing. Believe me, I lecture them about But with you, I would really request, please, that you talking bad about, like saying anything bad about your life presently, especially when it has to do with a woman. So switch it around. So say, like, instead of saying my fucking crazy ex, stole my cat and burnt my clothes. I've heard that. Oh my God, y'all guys, the things you've seen, I love you. So instead of that, I am so grateful for the lessons I've learned. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm so grateful to be in full presence. I'm so grateful to know that amazing women who balance my energy exist. Hi, listen, I'm not the only one. And I'll introduce you to others when we have our events, our live events where we're playing and we're doing circuses. Hello, I should have a dating site. I really should. I've seen it happen before. But don't get distracted with that, because you had to stay present with your own self, with your own connection to God, because it's each man for himself in this parasitic freaking matrix prison, and you got to get out of here. And when you get out of here, listen, when you die, ready? You didn't think I was going to tell you about your day and then you're going to die, did you? No, I didn't. Well, listen, when you die, the trick is to be in presence at all moments, so that when you die, because you usually don't know it's coming, right? You are present so that you are not tricked to come back here in this loop. What? Yeah. So I don't know how far you've dived in, but I will never stop talking about this. So you're fine. So listen, we are in the parasitic matrix, and at the end, it's a trap. It's a loop to get you back in here, and they live on and eat your souls. I mean, what? And the answer is Jesus. Like, this is what they're hiding in the Vatican. Go see my video. Like, literally, Jesus is real. Are you kidding me? It's like one of those, like, what? Laughter, joy, Jesus are answers out. So the key is don't buy into the lie that you're stressed out, that you're, you haven't paid the whatever, or that you don't have the love or whatever. It doesn't matter. Like, we all have, like, whatever loops you're in, whatever story that you're telling yourself that's really not yourself, that's being that you're programmed with, that we're going to snap out of it by being present fully with God presence, with joy and laughter. You don't have to walk around laughing like all day, like I do, although that works. That you switch it, right? And you switch the negative for the positive, and you start just being present, because at the end, They trick you to come back in here. It's going to be like, oh, look, here's your fake Jesus. Oh, come to the light. Come to the light. Oh, here's your dog. Look at your dog. Look at your kid that you died. So the trick is to be super present so that you're not triggered by anything emotionally. Now, what do you think is going to happen with these women? They're triggered all day long. They live in a trigger. It's like a trigger. Don't put your dick in crazy. You heard me say it. You're going to regret it. Don't put your dick in crazy. Okay? I know you want to. And I know you're like, damn, I thought I could just put a little. Don't you put just the tip in crazy. Because you have to be prepared for this whole entire life of yours to lead happily ever after, joyfully ever after, no matter what you've been through. You've met me now. You better be implementing joy in your life and fun and laughter. Otherwise, I will kick your ass. Seriously. I mean, like, what the hell? So that's my job for you, is to level up your laughter, joy, and Jesus and presence, right? And then you live in presence so that when you die, you get the fuck out of here, okay? You pause. You do not succumb. You do not get tricked. You do not get tricked into the emotional, It's kind of like that movie Beetlejuice. Like we're stuck in the movies, like Beetlejuice meets Venom meets Men in Black, you know? So you die, right? And here comes the light. Here comes, like I said, your dead dog or whatever is going to trick you. When you stay present and presence, you are not tricked by all this stuff. Just like when you start going to, I urge you to go to crowded places. I actually don't urge you to do that, but if you're out like restaurants, bars, whatever the hell, and you're waiting for somebody, here's a perfect example. And you're running to most people are doing this. They're drinking, they're on the phone, because you can't just be fucking present by yourself solo. Guess what? You are only present by yourself solo. That is what we get. That is our life. You came in here like that, and you're going to leave like that. You don't come in with anything. You don't leave with anything except your soul, and you better freaking have that, because the system that is set up has so grossly taken over. I mean, they really are showing themselves, but they're going to lose because we're going to win. They literally try to eat your freaking soul. Like, I mean, I'm not even lying about it. It's like, what the hell? Like, I thought this is a different story. They told us a different story in my church. I didn't get that story. Well, there's the truth, and then there's what you believe and what you've been told. And the truth is, it's like a parasitic freaking matrix prison. And we're getting out of here. You're getting out of here because you live like that. You live in a beautiful world with God. Like it doesn't matter. And also you can just pretend all of that is madness and all that's just a sci-fi movie and just still live your best life. And I'm just telling you that when you die, do not get tricked to come back here. The whole thing of you stand present and then you get to God. Like, and also I have been past the veil. Ask me about those meditations and I will tell you all about it. And that is also why I teach healthy sex in churches, because when you go, the tricksters, right? It's all like a little bit, it's like fake God. You know what I mean? It's like going to Vegas God. You know what I mean? It's like fake God. But when you are with the presence that is just beyond that, it's beyond being rushed at, right? It's a perfect example. Like when you see the beautiful lady who's calm and quiet, like me, not always, and she stands out in a crowd compared to like, okay, so that's like that. When you go into the presence of God, it is, I'm telling you right now, it is an orgasm. It is. It's like it's euphoric. It's a orgasm. It's as if every cell of your body is having an orgasm. It's intense. So it's so intense. It's so intense, and it's so pure, ecstatic love. Okay, that's source. That's where that's where we are. That's what we are. We are source. It's just we've been, whatever you want to tell yourself. We're in a movie. We're in a life, this life lesson, whatever, So in order to get really home, do not sell your soul. Do not go to Hollywood and sell your soul to the devil. Don't do that. Don't get poison put in your body, because that also is switching around your DNA, and I could talk about that all day long, and that's a whole other rabbit hole, wormhole, really creepy. The point that I'm telling you today with the calendar is to stay present in every single day, even when you're doing the stupid shit. Because none of this stupid stuff really actually does matter. It doesn't matter. That is the catch-22. I know that you want to focus on whatever the thing you're doing is, or get stressed out about it. Gone is the stress, because you stay present and put every single hour of every single day on top of this. So like, and I have many ways. Like, for example, in the Zooms, you got to do your Zoom. Well, when I do Zooms, I wear my shoulder straps so that I'm working on my posture, and I've got like, you know, my feet are doing something, or I've got like whatever. I've rubbed beef tallow on my legs. Like, so you layer up your time. When I get to go on a drive, I love going on drives, or when I have to run around or get to run around, I listen to things that are empowering and educational. So I'm always educating myself instead of running around listening to like some music that makes you sad. And if you tune around on the radio and you see what's given to us, it's sex, loss of sex, alcohol, and then gospel music. So it's like you got drunk, lost a girl, like it's, and then you'll switch the radio, and it's like God again. It's really funny. I travel and always listen to the radio to see what they're literally casting out there, and a lot of that church stuff is traps too, and that's all like lies too. That it's not. I don't want to say it's lies, because it's like, well, you believe what you want, but it's manipulation to keep you stuck in feeling bad. So, all day long, how can you stay present and feel strong, stable, present with God, and look at it from a circle, not a square? Okay? Can you do that? Just practice. Just think about it. Don't confuse yourself too much. Don't just think about it. And that's my 20 minutes for today. You're welcome. I love you.